All right, we're doing another Reddit video. Welcome to another Reddit video, another episode of The Safe House, where I, the Racing Joker, pretend to be the PewDiePie of the car community. I can't call this Lawai because I don't do this once a week, but I could. Was it a month ago that I did the last one? How long ago was the last one? Let's see. If it's last month I asked you, I could call it Lamai. Lamai. How did his song go again? I can't remember. Let's see. May 14th. I'm recording this on June 24th. So not really. When this comes out, it will not really have been a month. It'll be more than that. I could try and do this once a month. Last month I asked you, Lamai. Anyways, let's head over to the Reddit. Also, come on boys, let's hit 70,000 subscribers. Come on, I know you can do it. You have it in you. Let's go. Join the six-figure army today. All right, where were we last time? I need to check. All right, here we go. I figured it out. All right, we got some good stuff here. Thank you to everyone who has contributed to the Reddit. If you're not a member yet, join the goddamn Reddit. It's called r/TRJ Safe House. Post whatever the hell you want. I don't care. Just don't be, like, obvious stuff. Don't be racist and explicitly not funny, and don't be unnecessarily political, unless if it's, like, related to cars. And don't post pics. Last time we saw the trademark for Motor X. Don't know what's going on with that. But when was the last time you saw a roll cage in a car like a Lamborghini Huracan? Like, so we have a picture of one here, and it's just, what? Apparently, it's an AMS, like, Alpha or Omega twin turbo car. Like, a ridiculously fast car. And apparently, you can get them with crazy seats and roll cage systems. That just has got me wondering, man, a Lamborghini Huracan street car with fully gutted interior to be made as light as possible, give it like some kind of forced induction, and use that as a track car. It probably wouldn't be as gnarly as a ZR1X, but still, oh my god, that sounds like fun. I don't know what that voice was. Still shopping for semi-trucks. I found a cool one here, a W900L 2005, no def, no emissions bull crap. Kind of cool color too. I was learning more about, you know, the trucks themselves. This one apparently has what's called an aero cab, looks very cool. Apparently these get 6.6 miles to the gallon, a little rough. It's a 300 gallon fuel capacity. That gets you about 2,000 miles, probably more like 1,800, because if you're going through hills and all that sort of stuff. Kind of cool though. 10 speed too. Screenshots for your next cinematic. That's right, because last time you had music and I wasn't sure. We could watch it. Look at all this. How do you put this all together? Do you have to like program the NPCs? Oh, I'm just looking at drone technology. I'm thinking about getting my Part 107 license so that I can commercially fly drones for the channel and stuff. Might get a Skydio 2, something like that. Something that has a beacon. The original idea for the BMW 320i SE36, the one in Too Fast, Too Furious? Oh, they were trying to do the PTG car. That's right. That would have been expensive. That would have been insanely expensive for a screen-used car. Like, they would have had to have made a fiberglass version of this, because all of this is freaking carbon fiber. Early 2000s, late 90s carbon fiber. Insanely expensive, but would have been insane. Especially for, like, a background car. Me complaining about California, you don't need to see that. Some cool body kits. Oh, let's take a closer look. So, we've got the Amamiya RX-7, the GT3R Ren Sport. What? GT3R Ren Sport. That is kind of crazy. I don't really like the wing all that much, or the spoiler. The rest of it's pretty cool. That looks pretty nice. Is that a 991? It looks like a 99. I can't say for sure because I'm not an expert. Audi R8, LC500 Liberty Walk, Honda NSX-R Rocket Bunny, WRX Varus? Okay. Varus WRX. I think the charge speed body kit looks better on this car. So, 2015 WRX charge speed kit. I almost got this for my WRX. And it's nice and clean. It's a little more understated. This with like an STI spec wing or an APR wing would look really cool. I almost did that for my Evo 10 with a Varus kit. Again, I think the FQ400 kit just looks nicer. S15 with the Pandem or Garage Max, sorry. Pandem A90, yeah, sure, seen that before. Veris M4, I think I had that in Need for Speed Payback. A Voltex Evo 9, yeah, that's pretty cool. BMW M6 GT3, you can't go wrong with OEM. M3 GTR, not gonna argue. ETG E36. Supra's cool. I think Duluck looks better on the A80 Supra. GT2 RS Club Sport. The 991 GT2 RS just already looks really cool. Look up here, the Duke Dynamics. Duke Dynamics 911. Google. Hey, fucking Yahoo. Like a cancer. Porsche 911 Duke. Got some images here for you. Look at this. Okay, so this. Here we go. Oh, come on. Come on. I'm a BMW fanboy, but this car looks freaking nuts. Dude, if I had the money, I would build this in a heartbeat. Look at this thing. I want a 991 just so I can build this. Just so I can build this. I would get a 991 GT3 RS, twin turbo it so that I can rev it to 9,000 RPM, unlike the GT2, and then put this kit on it, and then I would call it my own GT1 RS. I would badge it like that. No one's gonna stop me. Man, it would look so freaking cool. Oh man. Anyways, what is this? This is the Super Snake Mustang, isn't it? So that's not a GT500. You're mistaken there. That is a Ford Mustang GT Super Snake. They did not make a Super Snake version of the GT500, but still a wicked car. And that's the wide body version too. Top Secret 350Z. We all love it. Veilside RX-7. Anyone who disagrees, I'm taking you behind the barn. Also, I saw this in the Nissan Z fan page group. I'm not even sure. Owner's page. Kind of a weird place where everyone just kind of argues with each other about crap and is like defending the honor of the car a little too passionately to where it's kind of cringy. But someone, a member in that page, I even asked for permission, shared this really cool livery, and you guys have seen me make Bleach references before, and we have Ichigo here and Rukia here, and it actually looks really cool. It uses this katana design element, and it looks really nice. I will say, and he said he was going to fix this, that this should probably be black so that it matches Ichigo's sword. The only other thing that's missing is the cross guard, which I can imagine is not included because, well, if you translate Bankai from Japanese to English or from the character that's used was used by a certain group of people and changed the meaning of it, and now that symbol is banned in Germany. So, I don't know. So when you say Bankai, yeah. Is my car safe house worthy? Absolutely. 5-cylinder Volvo? For sure. Also, you're in the EU. Which part of the EU are you in? I can't tell because you blurred out your license plate. Turbocharged i5 with a Stage 2 tune by the previous owner. That's wicked cool, man. That's super wicked cool. So that's one thing. Like, so I grew up, because I asked my dad about this, because he grew up in the US, whereas I grew up in like several different countries. And so when I was in the UK, having a Mercedes or a Volvo or a BMW, if it was just like a 3 Series or a non-AMG or just a regular car, that wasn't really a statement. That was just a car. That was just a car that people got because it was useful. It wasn't because it was special or nice or fancy. You only thought that if it was like an M3 or an AMG E-Class or, you get the idea. So according to my dad, even if you had like a Mercedes or a Volvo or anything like that out here, they were less common. And if you had one, that said something about you and your financial standing, which I just think is kind of interesting. So I kind of wish the US was more like Europe in that regard, because I enjoyed seeing stuff like this all over the place. It was different. Now regular traffic out here, man, I don't know, it's different. It feels a little more uninspired. Some of it is also just very sketchy. Potential posted his clip here No copyright claims on this video, so should be good to watch. I'll give it a shot. We have that tool that allows us to do the AI removal, so we can always do that in post. But let's watch. You made a thing. I said I would watch it. We'll do 60p, 1080p, 60 FPS. Because that's what I'm recording this in. Did you make the graphics from scratch? Man.
We need to talk. It's relevant to you.
You've managed to keep this from looking janky. I'm kind of impressed.
It hurts to think about.
Is the camera sway part of the
Risking your life.
GTA 5 software, or is that like modded in? I feel like I'm watching like a GTA 4 or something like that kind of cutscene.
You look lonely. I can fix this.
I like how the car is like basically just a GT 86. I like the set. That's really cool.
Hope your show car doesn't blow a head gasket.
This makes me want to play Street Racing Syndicate. Man, this is pretty well done. Oh, that's a cool shot. This just feels like a cutscene that would be in the base game. This is well done. Huh. Did you have to like have directions like so that you could have the races turn out a certain way? Did you give everyone instructions? Oh, snap. This feels planned out. I'm going to assume you planned this out because you have all these shots going together really nicely. Whoa! Kind of brutal for a regular street race. Kind of just expecting the Nissan 350's the Nissan 350Z driver to just get out and f***ing kill you. That was pretty cool to watch. That turned out really nicely, man. Hopefully the sound worked. What do you think of these thumbnails? Got an email from EPA. I already made that video. Out of these two cars, which one would you own as a personal car? We have a Midnight Purple 3 Z-Tune, the Lexus LFA. Man, I hate to be a 12-year-old on the internet, but it's gotta be the Z-Tune. The Z-Tune? You've got a Z-Tune here. You've got a multi-million-dollar car. Only like 2, maybe 3 Z-Tunes were ever painted in this color. And I think maybe only 1 or 2 of them were actually like permitted to be this color. Like Nismo did not want to paint these cars in this color. Man, Z-Tune, easily. I'm still I will single turbo the Z-Tune and get rid of that ugly freaking steering wheel. But the rest, I'll just keep it as is. 500 horsepower, looking like that. That's super cool. Z-Tune all day. Which of these Ferraris would I own? You got the Enzo. Is that a California? I don't know what is this one? I don't know that one. Is that a California? Ferrari California? No, I don't know what that is. F40, that's cool. It's not my favorite. I like the wheels though. F50, you're getting closer. Ooh, that's the F12 TDF, isn't it? No, that's the F12, what is it called? Ferrari F12 Competizione, is that what it is? No, that's the 812. F12, it's not the TDF. Oh, it is the TDF. Self-doubt. I think we gained a subscriber at some point during recording. What is that, the 812? That just looks like a regular F12. Because that's an F12 TDF, and this is an F12. Oh, okay. Pista? Yeah, I'll take the Pista. There's not much that'll beat a f***ing Pista. Pistas are wild. 458, no. Kind of overrated. I think I'd take the Pista over the LaFerrari. Ferrari 360? I do love a Ferrari 360. But if I could choose, it's close, but I would still take the Pista. All the buildings in Need for Speed Underground 1 are real buildings from Vancouver. Really? Oh. Oh, that's weird. What? How do you spot stuff like this? Wait, which shots are from the game? Oh, so this is the game. Oh, that's weird. That's weird. Again, how do you notice stuff like that? God, I'm gonna be honest with you. I might not ever play Underground 1 ever again. That game made me so angry. I don't have the nostalgia to redeem that game because I never played that game as a kid. That game made me so freaking angry. By the way, some of the molds for the M3 GTR kit are being redone. I guess my car was being used as the prototype car for the latest iteration of the kit so that less reworking had to be done for future kits. But I did just pay for the GTR wing to be made and built. So that's really exciting. I'm going to be doing all the update videos back to back. That's why you haven't seen any of it. But don't worry. Like, here's the mold for the front bumper being done. I don't know why it's all green. Hey, it looks really cool, don't it? Really shiny. Nice and smooth. Looks super cool. Gran Turismo 5 picks, I'd assume. Honda S2000. R32. I don't know what that is. R34. RX-7. Whoops. All very nice. Oh, I don't know if you guys heard about this. Okay, so this first part was done by the drive, so ignore the really awful spelling and syntax. Ferrari delayed its first EV. That really matters due to zero demand. Report. Let me translate. Basically, Ferrari was planning on having a significant production model electric vehicle, and it's been delayed because no one wants that shit. Obviously. Jesus Christ. And then this part is what I said. Ferrari should cease and desist themselves since an EV Ferrari would tarnish the brand. Seems kind of fair. When you guys posted about the C8 ZR1X. The C8 ZR1X, legit, might need to put that into the plan. Because that recipe of having the twin-turbo V8 and the all-wheel drive, I'm gonna be honest, Chief. That would be a really cool fucking track car. Dude, because it will give you hypercar performance while still making cool noises, so you don't have to cut your balls off and drive an electric car, and you don't have to spend 7 figures to get that performance. That's just insane. This might be the craziest car ever built to date. Like, I love the P1. If I had the choice, no questions asked, unlimited budget, P1 versus C8, I will still take the P1. But if I only have a budget of 300 grand, I'm taking the ZR1X. That is insane value. That is all the value. When I saw this, I don't know why I have r/FedExers in my thing, but someone decided to try and season a bit of steak, put it in a Ziploc bag, and then leave it on their dash, I guess while making deliveries in a FedEx van, because it's hot as shit. Doing that crap, working for Amazon was one of the worst experiences of my life, and I've been cheated on twice, and it's still up there. It looks like it cooked, at least on the outside. Well, that's, it was in the Ziploc bag, so it should be safe, but that's still nasty. Alright, thank you guys for joining me on today's episode of The Safe House. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time. Hit that subscribe button, you cowards. For those of you who are already subscribed, I salute your service in serving in the 6-figure army. Get a tag today. One of these things. They're really cool. Once we hit 100K, I'm going to stop selling them. It's going to be something else. Get some of that FOMO, baby. Bye.